Hello, welcome. This is your weekly Embodied Moments introduction to your light language activation, which will be in the link below. So, this week we're going to work with the frequency of wisdom. And we're going to use the juxtaposition from more of the personal egoic construct of knowledge into the state of being of wisdom. So if these are resonating with you, if you're liking and really feeling these meditations and or the light language activations, and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd like to invite you to do that. That would be really great. And to stay connected with you, then I will be able to do, right? And join anything in the comments below. That would be lovely to know how you're experiencing these meditations and these states of being, as well as even the emotional, or this time we're not really working with an emotional component as much as that intellectual component. So let's first talk a little bit about knowledge. So knowledge is that which we usually think of learning from outside of us, right? We study something, we learn how to do something, we're gaining knowledge, we're gaining information, we're taking information in, we're processing it through our intellect, we're getting a cognitive understanding of the information, and then ideally we're developing a relationship with that information to see, well, how does this benefit me? How does this relate to me personally? How can I utilize this knowledge perhaps to, help others, or to create something, or to teach another person or a group of people, right? So what is the purpose of the knowledge? And is it just for knowledge's sake, right? There are certain personality types that are really drawn to learning, right? They tend to be more cerebral, and it's part of how they actually connect into that which is larger, the universe, divine, God, source, presence, whatever that is for you. So, but we don't want knowledge just to be knowledge for knowledge's sake, to take up space, to distract us, right? To pull us out of our center, or to remain undigested. So when we say undigested, what that begins to allude to is that knowledge then goes through its own alchemical process. And that happens as we take information and we do come into, what does this personally mean for me? Why is this information important to me? What is it informing me about my own being, about my own journey? How is it deepening my experience to all of life? I'm going to shift a little bit here. That light is it's changing. So this is part of where the information that comes into our head and brain moves down to become an embodied experience where we digest and assimilate what really is important. What am I really going to be able to use, right? What is the information that's going to enrich my life rather than just take up space with sort of free floating statistics or what is the um, what is that word that I'm looking for? Where people just like fun facts, right? And there's nothing wrong with it, with fun facts. But if that's the only thing that's happening with it, we're staying on the edge. Our evolution is not about being on the edge or on the surface. Our evolution and our soul transformation, rather, the soul that transforms our humanness, is about this deepening and connecting to the well and the true essence of who we are and how what we take in supports that purpose. Okay? That's where wisdom is born. Wisdom is knowledge that's been chewed, that we've recognized what's sacred about it, that we've thrown out and released, what isn't serving a deeper, richer, more embodied purpose within our own being, within our own life, or for a larger expression. So with that, we're going to begin our meditation with the frequency and the quality of wisdom. Wisdom is a divine expression of God's unending girth of information that is encoded for creation. And creation can be on a number of levels. Okay? So let's go ahead and just close the eyes, take a deep breath in. Exhale, and drop down. And just allow your awareness with each to take you deeper down into your belly, letting your breath breathe down into the belly. And then drop you down into your pelvis, your hara space, your womb space. And sink your root, your tailbone, the root chakra down towards the earth. And allow your breath to move deeper into your own root, grounding you, supporting you. So now I want to invite you to bring into your awareness some piece of information or knowledge that really has meant something to you over the recent time, or that stands out as a memory. When you really connect with, that was like a game changer moment for me when I learned XYZ. Take a deep breath in, and just allow that information to be in your brain, right? Feel it in your brain. Feel your intellect really inspired and enlivened by that. And then gradually we're going to begin to allow that energy. Imagine that those are little drops of light. And those little drops of light are now floating downward, right through your center, all the way down through your body. And as those drops of light, those drops of information begin to float down through your heart space, was there a way that information supported your ability to open to greater love, to open to greater compassion, perhaps? Maybe to open into a deeper understanding that allowed you to feel more connected to something or some things in your life. Just breathe that in and just let your heart digest that shift in perception, that shift in reality. Just feel and sense and know. And then allow light to just stream or flow even more down into your belly, down into your solar plexus. And as you rest in your solar plexus, allow that light to light up that third chakra and begin to inquire within. Did this information that now I feel more connected in some way, more deeper understanding and expansion through my heart, in what ways has it empowered me? In what ways has this information revealed more to me? More about my own truth. How does it reflect back to me something that I didn't know about myself? How does that information touch and speak to perhaps my purpose? Perhaps what empowers and strengthens me from within. Perhaps my courage, perhaps my confidence. Did that information reveal something that I intuitively knew and now I get it from inside me? Just breathe that in, listen and feel. And now we're going to drop it down into your root. And I want you to feel down into your root, down into your pelvis. And listen. Let the light float down into your grounding. And allow this information now to ground into the depth of your being. This is where information is alchemized into wisdom. So just breathe that in, drop down. And ask, inquire, how does this new transformation of information into an embodied knowing affect my life at this juncture? What does this wisdom mean for me? How has it even subtly transformed my sense of self, my reality, and my experience of my life. Breathe in, exhale. Ah. Just bring one hand to your pelvis or your womb space, one hand to your heart. And just open up to receive, saying thank you, thank you, thank you to that information. Now that is grounding, digesting, integrating into wisdom. Feel that thanks. Feel a deep breath in, exhale. Feel a love from your soul to your personality for taking the time to deepen your presence of the personality to connect with your soul presence. And hear your soul saying to you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Take a deep breath in. Now to go deeper into really the deeper embodiment and impact that grocking information and breaking it down into wisdom, how that changes the trajectory of your life experience and your soul connection. So if you're ready to go deeper, expand more and raise your frequency more, I'll meet you at the activation. Thank you for participating. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for deepening. Many blessings.